Hello and welcome, beloved, to the Dr. Mumbi Show. My name is Dr. Mumbi Saraki. How you doing? How's everything going? I really do pray that you are well in all your ways and that you are moving into living life truly on your own terms because, the former matrix that we were all born into and schooled in and educated in and indoctrinated in, that has collapsed. And it's really up to, you must know thyself and you must know the truth for thyself because the truth is the only thing that can make you free at such a time as this. But those are definitely stories for other days. I really want to thank everyone that has supported us on our Patreon and our PayPal accounts. We would not be able to do this show without you. We really do appreciate, love each and every one of you. Thanks to everyone that has subscribed to the channel. Go ahead and subscribe if you haven't already. And be sure to leave your comments, like and share as you please. Now, some very interesting stories. Thanks to everyone who shares news articles with us on our email, drmumbi at drmumbishow.com. We really do appreciate you. Please no YouTube links. This is one that was sent to us about there's a royal emblem basically that is given to diplomats and foreign aides of coming out of the divided kingdom. And campaigners are actually calling for the redesign. It's called, it's one of Britain's highest honors. You always see, the OBE and all of these where you see the Queen, of England, the Queen kind of, putting them on people, even black people, even some Kenyans have won some of these things. But this one is one of Britain's highest honors. It's personally bestowed by the Queen. And they've asked for it to be redesigned because it resembles a depiction of a white angel standing on the neck of a chained black man. You can see the image here. I mean, just like many, the campaigners, this has been signed by thousands and thousands of people, and the campaigners are arguing that it actually looks like what happened to George Floyd, where his, the neck, I can't breathe. And a lot of people have already exposed that this was a massive Masonic ritual, and then we see it over and over again. And you see this image? Remember a story I did, I think last year, we'll attach it to the end of this video, where I talked about how Ghana, I think it was Ghana, had put up an image, the Catholic Church in Ghana had put up an image similar to this of like a white angel, standing on the neck of a black devil. And basically that's what this, they call it the Order of St. Michael and St. George. I mean, and it's traditionally awarded to ambassadors and diplomats as well as senior foreign officials who have served abroad. This is what they wear when they go into diplomatic missions, showing the the black man subdued. This is all symbolism and psychology. And this, if you look at research, you'll see like your mind picks up everything. And they'll say like, any room you go into, your mind has picked up from the color to every detail in that room. But it's because we've not been trained, or we've been trained in other things, that it's actually handicapped our mind that we don't remember some of these. But the imagery of this is sick. And, these petition was saying that the imagery on the awards badge portrays Saint Michael trampling on Satan, who just happens to be a black man. Flip the script. Anything you hear from the Mzungu, flip the script, beloved. And, the campaigner says the image is reminiscent of the killing of George Floyd by white police officers in the U.S. that led to the worldwide protests. And it's attracted more than 2,000 signatures on change.org. And the person who started it, Tracy Reeves, she says, this is a highly offensive image. It is also reminiscent of the recent murder of George Floyd by the white policeman in the same manner presented here in this medal. We, the undersigned, are calling for this medal to completely be redesigned in a more appropriate way and for an official apology to be given for the offense it has given. You think it's by accident? Do you think these symbols and do you think it's by accident, beloved? That they would have a white angel stepping on a black devil with like a tail like a dragon? And then they tell you they have the dragon energy. Anyway, let me just leave that one alone. the director and one of the founders of Operation Black Vote, which campaigns for greater representation and for ethnic minorities. She said, he said that he's called Sir Simon Woolley. He said, the original image may have been of Saint Michael slaying Satan, but the figure has no horns or tail and is clearly a black man. It is a shocking depiction, and it's even more shocking that the image could be presented to ambassadors representing this country abroad. This is the energy they come into. We need to get spiritually wise, beloved. They wear this as a badge and then they come to your country. They come to Kenya, they come to Rwanda, they come to Ghana wearing that badge, which shows your subjugation as a people. And then you wonder why they're able to use all kinds of wizardry and sorcery to take away your diamonds and your gold. That's why I keep saying we're going to have to be spiritual adults. There's some things that we're still debating spiritually that are on such a low level. Like some people are still in kindergarten, and yet they call themselves woke. Stories for other days. But it's so disturbing that this is a common image. Do you think it's by accident that the Catholic Church had a very similar image in their, whatever they call it, in their church, wherever? We must question these things. And actually, I had been several people sent me this by WhatsApp, and I actually thought it was a hoax. I couldn't believe this is something, and it's given to foreign diplomats. So it's not even people who are at home who wear them. It's the people they're sending to Africa, and all the nations of the global black people, because Africa wasn't just where we were, but those are definitely stories for other days. Tuko pamoja.
Wake up, Africa, your time has come. Open up your eyes and see the sun. Open up your spirit. Wake up, 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 Africa.
Hello and welcome to Africa Watch on the Dr. Mumbi Show. My name is Dr. Mumbi Saraki. How you doing? How's everything going? I pray you're well in all your ways and that you are living your best life. And I thank every single person that has been supporting the channel through our PayPal and our Patreon account. If you feel inclined, go ahead and join. It would be absolutely, an absolute pleasure. We are here reporting live from a rooftop somewhere in London. And, we just want to give thanks to all our brothers and sisters in London who came out for our event on Sunday. It was sold out like times two. And, I'm just so grateful for all of you that traveled far and wide. All my sisters, all my brothers, and for just the amazing interaction that we had. I will be sharing the speech this weekend so you can, get an idea of what was discussed. And then next weekend, I'll also be sharing there was like a panel kind of discussion. So I'll definitely be sharing that. But so much is happening on the continent that we must be aware of: the good, the bad, and the ugly. And so I've gotten so many emails about this. So I guess people are really emotional about it. Now in Ghana, a statue has been erected at this Roman Catholic church. The church is called Tepa Catholic Grotto in Manfo region. I'm told it's the Ashanti region of Ghana. And you will not you can see it here. Can you see this madness? Can you see this craziness? So this statue depicts a white angel holding down, and can you see how he's stepping on his groin area and his shoulder, stepping down on a black devil with green wings. And this is what they have been perpetuating for so long. But the fact that such a statue could be erected in 2019 just shows you guys, the great problem we have with the, mental slavery and the mental colonization, because our people, this is outrageous. And this perpetuates, the colonial missionary who came and tried to convince us that he was like God, that God was white, when God could only have been this color. Come on. You know what I mean? I'm just shocked that this even exists. Please go ahead and leave your comments. By the way, that's London for you. There's always these alarms. I mean, I don't know how people live here. Like, alarms going off left and right, all kinds of crazy things happening, I thought Kenya was the only place where you saw armed policemen walking around, but here they just walk on the streets fully loaded. Anyway, those are stories for other days. So now this picture has actually been trending on social media. People are really catching feelings about it. And, it portrays and continues to kind of, put into our minds this idea of the white savior complex and the white superiority complex, and it is a problem. And the thing is, not only did they pick a white angel with all the features of a Caucasian, like angels are that color and the white wings and everything, but the angel was actually dressed as a Roman, soldier. Just what? What is this? And I keep saying these kind of things are altars. We take these things so lightly, but these things are altars that people erect, and they manage to wreak all kinds of havoc on us, and they manage to control us in ways that we may not recognize, but it's putting that energy into the air. Imagine all the children who visit this grotto. Imagine what they'll be thinking. And what's even more disturbing is that these kind of, statues don't just come up. We can't blame the artist for it, because usually there's a whole process. There's the design. You design, the person who's going to do it designs a picture, whatever, or they get an artist to design a picture. Then they go back and forth. So that means that whoever is in this Roman Catholic dais or grotto or whatever it is actually approved this.